Hey guys, Quicksilver Gaming here, bringing you another episode of Ultimate General American Civil War. This is episode 39 of our Union Let's Play. We are on to the Battle of Cold Harbor, and I think this will be at least a two-part series. Kind of do the first parts of Cold Harbor, and then maybe day 2. We'll see how it goes from there, because I think this is like a 4-day battle, and there's a lot of... Sometimes there's a lot of waiting around, and it seems to be a very interesting battle of like shifting lines, trying to probe the enemy where they're weak. But the first two engagements in Cold Harbor seem like they're a little difficult here. So we're allowed to take, I think we're allowed to take 5 corps into this battle, but we barely have 4. And you'll notice that 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Corps I've left off the final unit, and that's because in a lot of battles this final unit doesn't seem to make it on, even though it says there's 25 brigades available. And I think that's because the supply takes up one of those brigade slots, but the game doesn't really tell you that. So I'm going to try that out, and it works out in terms of how I'm building out my army. So 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Corps all built very similar. 1st Corps has maybe some more of the green units, but not necessarily. Actually, I think 1st and 2nd Corps have more of the green units, and then 3rd Corps has more of the elite units. But you'll see some larger, beefier units in 1st Division. 2nd Division has a couple smaller units, then 3rd and 4th has more of the, well, it has a 3-star and some of the better 2-stars. For artillery, we're going 5 guns per corps, or 5 brigades of artillery per corps, 5 batteries per corps. And you'll see in 1st Corps I've got a 24-pound, basically 3 24-pounders and 2 20-pounder Parrots. Gives me a mix of anti-artillery and anti-infantry. 2nd Corps is basically the same, 3 24-pounders, 2 20-pounder Parrots. You'll have the beefy, greener units up front, then some of the smaller units, more small units, and then the more elite units in 4th Division. 3rd Division, there's a couple green units in 1st Division, and then some of the larger 2-stars. And then we just kind of go back to what we're doing. But 3rd Corps, I think I called it 3rd Division. 3rd Corps, the guns are different because I just don't have that many 24-pounders and 20-pounder Parrots. So we've got like a 14-pounder James, 20-pounder Parrot, 12-pound Napoleon, and 2 10-pounder Parrots. Those are what I had left in my arsenal. You can see that my arsenal is it is cleaned very... I've picked through it. We have like no 1842s left. I used a bunch of palmettos in this and tried to use what we had available to us. And then in 4th Corps I did something a little bit different. We have 1 extra infantry brigade, and that's just how the numbers came out. So Ohio, they were also the most beat up. And I had these 1841 Mississippis, and I didn't have any other guns, and these Mississippis are terrible, so I gave them to Ohio. Ohio probably won't really see any combat. But 4th Corps is a mix of all of my cavalry plus 6 of the skirmisher units, and what I did was I took those Colt model 1855s off of the Iron Brigade. I gave the Iron Brigade 1863s, because we were able to buy those with reputation, and made 3 units of skirmishers with these Colt Model 1855s. I don't know if they're any good, but makes me feel a little bit better. I like having cavalry with skirmishers as sort of a fallback to it. I think it's a nice way to play with your cavalry, so that's what we have going forward. You can see I've got a couple 2-stars left over, lots of generals wounded, no colonels left over, some majors left over, and there's nothing really in the academy other than some lieutenant colonels. So let's dive right on into Cold Harbor. You'll see doing the previous missions, it's a bunch of minus 5% enemy army size. Enemy army is supposed to be between 47 and 52,000. It'll probably be a lot larger than that because our army is pretty big. It's 30 reputation, which puts us to 93. I don't know if Fort Stevens, if that pushes us past that too. I haven't figured that out. I'm pretty sure it goes Cold Harbor and then like there's no camp in between Cold Harbor and Fort Stevens. So that's something to keep in mind when doing this. But there's nothing I really want to buy and you know, we'll just see how it goes. So let's start here, plug in our core into the different areas. Now, as far as I understand, like, well, I actually don't exactly know how all of this works, but we're going to put third core and fourth core over here. Some of these cores get shoved into Fort Stevens later, so as I said, I'm not entirely sure how it all works, but we're just going to do first core up top, second core down at the bottom, and then reinforcements is third core and the cavalry. So Battle of Cold Harbor, 1st of June 1864. After the Battle of Gettysburg, the Confederate Army of General Lee gradually gave ground while we chased him south. We repeatedly attacked Lee in an attempt to destroy his army and lay siege to the city of Richmond. Lee's army is progressively getting weaker, but is still holding the northern roads leading to Richmond. We try to swing round his right flank by securing the crossroads at Old Cold Harbor, about 10 miles east of Richmond. Our army detachments repulsed the Confederate cavalry and started to build breastworks. Both armies began to shift their formations toward these roads. The Confederate entrenched, preparing to defend their positions. Should they fail, we could break through and march to Richmond. So here we go. We're bringing 92,547 soldiers with 210 guns, 90 brigades, 15 divisions, 4 corps, and these numbers will swell as the battle progresses. On the battlefield, our army is shifting to try to swing Lee's right flank. There's a lot of breastworks. We are already building trenches near Bethesda Church, and down here up to this section, so many breastworks, and I finally figured out why these breastworks are so good. It's because it's later in the war. They're really built up. They're really reinforced. Yeah. We have captured Old Cold Harbor Road, Crossroads, and now, from this position, we're threatening to advance to Richmond. Our infantry detachments are currently building breastworks to secure our new attack base. Even more breastworks. Oh, this is the Confederates. The rebels have responded by maneuvering their forces to defend New Cold Harbor Crossroads. Absolutely massive map when it fully expands, and have entrenched further northeast. Pause for effect. Their breastworks extend to Walnut Grove Road and up to Old Church Road, blocking all main roads to Richmond. We have to assault and break their defenses. I don't know about assault, but we'll definitely do something. Our corps detachments control Old Cold Harbor Road Junction and have prepared breastworks to defend it. The Confederates are mobilizing for an attack with their infantry. And this first battle is very interesting. So they have entrenched the other side of the road, and we could counterattack to storm their defenses, but we are now under strength. We must hold our position until our reinforcements arrive. And basically what I understand in this is, like, our reinforcements arrive, and then the battle's over. So it's a little odd there. So we can deploy 5 brigades right off the start. Lawman, McClellan over here. So what we will do is we're going to detach skirmishers to make sure we have everything covered. And then we'll put our larger brigades up in these breastworks right up front and center. So probably have our real brigades probably spanning somewhere over here and then down a little, and then our skirmishers will go fill in the gaps here, and that's because they have roaming cavalry all around. And then our reinforcements come down this way, of course, you know, through the creek, so it's hard to maneuver them instead of, you know, like down a road, which would be more likely where they come from. Even down this road would be a little bit more likely, but let's get started here. So, very beginning, I need to detach a bunch of skirmishers and figure out where everybody is going to go. And as I said, we're just going to detach tons of skirmishers here and move all of these units into their breastworks. So that is the plan here. They'll go over here, and then looks like we'll probably need some guys to run. And then these guys can go over here. And then these skirmishers, what is there? There's only 2 more. But we'll probably send all 3 up that way. That's probably what we'll do. And then I think that's about all the breastworks we have. That's an artillery breastwork. So let's unpause and see everybody run. Nope, Wolverines, that is not where I wanted you to go. So already somebody failing their job. Let's go over here. Wolverines, go over here. And then you guys just need to get up as fast as possible to over here. Excelsior, you'll go over here. Second to none over here. And then we'll just have these guys up over here. And basically what happens is the Confederates just kind of, you know, charge the breastworks, probe for weaknesses, and we have to hold out for as long as possible, which, you know, generally easier said than done. I don't know if we need lawmen over here, to be honest. I don't really need to be giving these guys ammunition. They're some of our more green units, and I don't need them wasting ammunition when they're not as good. Okay, looks like we are in position, so, and here, okay, I was about to, you know, pause the recording, fast forward until something exciting happens, but here is that excitement. Maybe pull these guys back down. I have a roaming skirmisher group. They have some artillery. So as long as the Confederates don't charge us, we'll win this engagement, but we all know the Confederates like to charge. Thankfully, they're only 2 stars, so breaking them might be a little bit easier than normal. Not always the case, but can definitely be the case. But putting the beefier units up front definitely helps out with that. I might do a little fast forwarding here just because it's just going to be a lot of this, and if anything gets out of hand, we'll go back to our normal speed here. So we can see, you know, lots of Confederates forming up. Cavalry is spotted. I don't know where we spotted the cavalry, but cavalry has been spotted. Oh, there's the cavalry. Yeah, so this cavalry, they really like to probe all areas. Okay, so Colquitt. Let's make sure McClellan is in there to keep the boys from, the Wolverines from running. Probably need Illinois skirmishers. McClellan ran away himself. Probably bring Illinois skirmishers down. Colquitt is retreating. Perfect, but Bryan is attacking now. So they have found a weakness in our line, and they want to exploit it. So we just have to hope that we can push them back. If I can get Illinois skirmishers over there, perfect, Bryan routed. Some more weight of fire would be great with the Illinois skirmishers. Let's just put them over here in case a charge goes somewhere else. But that was good. Wolverines has only taken 96 casualties, which is phenomenal. So these breastworks are great. Even though Excelsior is outnumbered quite significantly in this firefight, they are holding up well. I would probably like McClellan to move over here though, because Excelsior is taking a good chunk of damage. You can see that their cavalry is trying to probe the lines. If you didn't cover this entire line, then the enemy cav would get through, and it would become very, very problematic. So McClellan, maybe McClellan's needed down here now. Let's move Illinois over here. I feel like Excelsior is good because of Illinois and second to none. So these skirmishers down here would be good. There's just quite a large amassing over here. Thankfully, these skirmishers should be dealing some considerable damage to, is it Lomax? Lomax? I don't know. I'm probably mispronouncing that one if anybody knows how you pronounce that. One thing to note, I absolutely love pronunciation guides. I've received a couple here and there, and they're really fantastic, and I definitely appreciate them because, you know, there's a lot of varying names in the Civil War, American Revolution, World War II, all of that, that I'm not always the best at getting. I feel like second to none is not in a good spot, and I would love for them to be more centrally located, so I kind of feel like I can move Illinois skirmishers all the way up over there, and then shift second to none off and pull them over here, and that way I would feel a lot better about what is going on over here. Because we are taking casualties. Don't get me wrong. Even though these breastworks are absolutely phenomenal, like Excelsior, I mean, they're 2-to-1. See, here comes Brian. Hopefully we change how we're shooting and shoot at Brian. Now Brian's already taken a lot of damage, so hopefully, looks like they should break. Yep, there's the route. But I would like some reassurance down here. So we are going to shift spots with second to none. Now we know that the enemy is really forming up over here. I might even shift Wolverines out. No. Come on, move over here. Brian's taken a lot of damage, which I really like to see. Their cavalry is sitting in that corner. That's why you... Oh, sorry about that. That was me getting a little excited moving the camera. That's why I really like having all these positions taken care of. That unit is moving really, really slow. I would love... their condition's fine. Wolverines can hold. It would just be nice to have second to none sitting right about here so that they could react to any of these units that attack us. I might do a little bit of a fast forward here just to get us through some of the dull bits. And to get second to none into position. McClellan, I need your aura over here. His command aura gives a... I believe it helps their morale regen when he is nearby. I wonder if it tells us... Not sure. So there's another brigade incoming. You can see that the Confederates outnumber us by a hefty amount. We've dealt about 2,000 casualties. Oh, perfect. I think they're about to charge in. So second to none got here just in time. And they'll do a big volley on Hunton. There we go. Volley fire. Come on, come on. And that's what you like to see, a rout right away. And there comes Humphreys. So let's have you guys shift that way. Okay, Humphreys decided not. But preemptive shifting, always good. What are we at? Yep. It's, I mean, we've taken 1,000 casualties, but they've taken twice that. Holding up on those corners. You can see on the minimap, their cav is just sitting in that corner, not really sure what they're doing. Feels like they are kind of forming up for another attack. Wolverine's morale is still great, their condition is still great. So that's good to see. As I said, I believe the commander... See how they don't have the green up arrow, but these guys have the green up arrow? I believe the general, the corps commander, adds to that. So somebody's charging in. Klingman, not a Klingon, but Klingman. Might need McClellan to go up there. Okay, they stopped charging. Perfect. Alright, and we have finally received some reinforcements. So, and a lot of reinforcements. A lot of guys that, to be honest, it really doesn't matter too much. Okay, there is a charge incoming. Let's move second to none down. Let's move McClellan down. And all of you guys need to run. Run. Let's look at that combat real quick. Perfect, they routed. It's exactly what you want to see. Okay, let's grab all of this artillery. bring it up over here. All of these guys, they need to run and push down this way. And let's see, all of you guys need to run and push down this way. And then there's 14 minutes left. I don't think there'll be much going on. We'll just shift these skirmishers out of here, and then they can go back to their parent units. Steel Legion, All-American, Illinois skirmishers. Have you taken a... Looks like you've taken a good chunk of casualties. Okay, really need these guys to get in there to help out. We are starting to see ammo, but as I said before, I don't necessarily want to do anything about that. Okay, where is second to none? Second to none's all the way down here. That's perfectly fine. As long as I don't see red ammo come up, that's where it's, you know, not good. Let's put the 20-pounder... Actually, let's put the 20-pounder here. 24-pounder here. Illinois, you need to come over. Second to none. Move over. Excelsior. Reattach. And then we'll do something like, you two can move all the way down there. You three... Oh, okay. See, like, I don't understand the point of those reinforcements, because, like, this section of the battle's over by the time they come in and do anything. So a little bit odd. Oh, you can actually go back to camp. That's interesting. Here you can see more reinforcements. So, Battle of Cold Harbor, 1st of June 1864. We're continuing to shift our army towards Old Cold Harbor. The Confederates are responding by reinforcing and entrenching their right flank near New Cold Harbor crossroads. Our formation is overstretched and fragile at Shady Grove Road. The rebels know that, and they seem to mobilize for an attack. We must delay them until reinforcements arrive, then we shall fortify behind Shady Grove Road in order to prepare our main assault on their right flank. Shady Grove Road. Say that 5 times fast. That's an interesting one. Let's dive right on in. On the battlefield, the Confederates hold the passage to Old Church Road, and if we secure it, we could drive them away from the battlefield today. I'm not sure about that. That seems a little difficult. Our temporary fortifications at the woods near Magnolia Swamp are being targeted by the enemy. We're going to abandon these positions soon because the Confederates are becoming too strong in that area. And I think it's just a good idea to abandon them, period, because they're kind of crappy in how they're spread out. We're guarding this section of Shady Grove Road with a few brigades to delay the Confederate advance. And then our reinforcements will come this way, probably once the battle is over. Our reinforcements arriving from the northwest will take up positions at Bethesda Church and begin fortifying it in the next hours. General, be cautious trying to inflict casualties on the enemy. We cannot afford too many losses before our main attack. So I'm just going to take a quick look over the battlefield. You can see all of this ridiculousness. We're not going to attack them. They have a bunch of artillery down there, and we're probably just going to abandon these fortifications down here. You'll see a lot of different YouTubers do that, and it's because I've said this in a million videos, not a million videos, but you get what I mean. The game likes to make the game more difficult for you by spreading you out thin, and this is a situation where it spread us out pretty thin, and you can see these fortifications here. Like, they are way too big. Absolutely massive. So, what I'm thinking of doing is... I don't like that 24-pounder over there. I would love the 24-pounder to be over here. And we'll probably detach some skirmishers over here to defend whatever this thing is. And then... they'll detach skirmishers. Okay, there's early. And then these guys need to all run. And they will be moving up here like so. Strategic withdrawal. And then we will grab Maine, Rhode Island, and Penn State and do something like this. And then your skirmishers could, you know, why not? Why don't your skirmishers go sit in those breastworks? I don't know about those skirmishers, though. And then these guys will protect that flank, and then I think that that'll be pretty good. And then these guys over here will move over here, and they'll run out that way. So that's the plan. Let's get moving. So we have Quicksilver over here. We don't have our supply, right? Okay, that's good to know. So yeah, let's just give up these positions because that just seems stupid. Braxton, man, he's been in so many battles. It's crazy that he's not dead yet. So main skirmishers taking up those breastworks, perfectly acceptable. Rhode Island moving on up. And so like this is swampy ground, so it'd be perfect for us to take those positions. Okay, you probably need to do something like that. And then these guys move up to something like that. A little nervous about a 24-pounder now I think about it, but let's not show our flank to the enemy. You guys not really liking what you're doing right there. Let's have you run colonials. You guys can move over there. Have you guys move into the center. That would be perfect. Have you guys shift up. And then have you guys move out that way. And then you'll be perfect over here. No, 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 no. Not anything too crazy. There we go. And then if you guys want to shift forward just a little. And then if you guys shift like so. Colonials, maybe something like that. And we'll just have you guys kind of be reinforcements over here. 24-pounder is struggling. That's perfectly fine, though. We're going to have you guys hit that flank. I hear some charging. I thought I heard some charging. Okay, there's a lot of guys coming that way. Alright, can you guys hit? Sure, hit early. I don't know if that'll do anything. That 24-pounder could get there and we could crush this flank. That would be perfect. Jersey Blues, you look like you're in an okay position. Not sure about Maine or your skirmishers. Also weird that you guys are firing that way. Man, I don't really want to move. I don't really like where Rhode Island is, to be honest. I think I would like them more like so. Rhode Island probably took some nasty flanking fire there. Oh, what do you guys... No, 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 no. Shoot. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. And then I think that's the tough part of this battle, is just kind of getting into position. Rhode Island still fiddling. Wish you guys could just kind of sit still. If we can clear out this flank, that would be fantastic. What happened to mean skirmishers? That's weird. Okay. Well, just reattach for the time being. Okay, that's perfect. There's some artillery in the woods over there. Gosh. Let's have you guys sit over here just in case there's something like a cavalry that comes about. I think you guys need to shift over a little bit. That would be wonderful. Yeah, okay, so I like their artillery shooting skirmishers. Quicksilver probably needs to move up just a little. You guys could hit them in the flank. Sorry if you guys hear cats like running around like crazy. They have the zoomies in the background. My mic shouldn't pick it up, but you never know. Okay, this is going pretty well. Man, a general wounded already. Penn State, okay. You hate to see it this early in the battle. We do have replacements. Not many, though. Okay, Penn State, kinda like you to get back. Alright, let's go mess with that artillery some more. Let's just have Vermont kind of take over, because, oh boy, there's Rhode Island. That's interesting. What are you guys doing? Guys, turn. No, 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 no. Get back, get back. Okay, Warren's Corps is near. I don't know where Warren's Corps comes from. Hopefully it's not over here. Holy cow. Okay, I don't like these positions necessarily. Okay, Rhode Island, get back in there. Let's just move these skirmishers forward. Keep pouring it on. We have 28 minutes until the enemy comes back. Maine, that was not... Okay. Let's try and form a line over here. And Maine wants to... Okay. I think we're fine with that. They're too slow to get over there. We need our 24-pounder over there, though. And I would like to push these two down. And then I wonder... Okay, there's artillery over here. And I'd like you guys to keep looking for it. It's crazy that I can't see far at all. There we go. There's Paige. I would love for this artillery to sit here. Penn State, why don't you guys go over here? I'd like you to run, though. Okay, where'd that artillery go? Alright, hit Evans. The reinforcements begin to fill our left flanks. There we go. Here's some reinforcements, which is great to see. They're not really needed at this point, which is the funny part. But we'll take them. And then all of this artillery, move it up over here. And then force. I don't know if I need force doing anything right now. And then Hellcats fighting first. Have you guys rush up over here. Alright. I think we're in a good spot. We have pressure on their artillery over there. We have the tree line, and we have... Let's have Brooklyn boys go rejoin. More of our brigades are here. Because that's... Oh, okay, they obviously can't see that artillery. And let's start moving those guys out the way, because they're routing. Perfect. Alright, what is all of this? more units, but I'm pretty sure once that timer hits 1, that the battle's over on this section. I'm pretty sure it doesn't let you continue fighting. So yeah. I don't understand why you get those reinforcements. Alright, so we are not too far along. This just do day 1. So, Battle of Cold Harbor, 1st of June, 1864. Our right flank has been stabilized. Now we are ready to initiate a full attack to their right flank. Their breastworks are becoming stronger each day, so we must be decisive today and break them before they become impenetrable. I think this is all still the same day. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we haven't made it to the next day of the battle. Penn State, I would like Ector. There you go. And then everybody else looks fine. And yeah, I'm not losing tons of money to supply because I kind of left the supply off of those troops. So let's dive right on in, do this part, and then this will probably be it for this episode. We are preparing to attack. The Confederates have built heavy breastworks along the road connecting Old Cold Harbor with New Cold Harbor. The other road leading to Richmond, the Walnut Grove Road, is defended by these woods and all of those breastworks. Let's not forget all of that. That's crazy, to be honest. And here, yep, thank you. And slow roll across. I hope if they do another game like this, where it's kind of like a linear campaign, which I actually really enjoy, I hope they work on the speed of which these come up. We must be careful not to lose Old Cold Harbor or Belu Church, because then we will have to withdraw and stop our offensive. I butchered that. If you know the pronunciation, please let me know. Is it Bewley Church, or maybe it's Bewley? Beulah? Not sure. Okay, so it's shoving us right into the battle. So I wonder if this opens up. It's 3.5 hours. I think on this day we don't have to attack, which is really nice. We just have to hold. And is there anything to hold up here? Doesn't seem like there's an objective up there. So I'm going to pause this, give a bunch of orders, move a bunch of boys around, and then we will be back shortly. Okay, I think we have the preliminary forces moving out to the breastworks. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I just need to see where things fill out, and then we can move some more men about. We'll probably have Screaming Eagles and Ironsides pull back a little. It'll be a second line. And then over here, we have even more guys that are kind of like a second line. And then Force. Don't necessarily want to have you deploying yet. I'm not sure about over here. This feels wasted, but I'll keep them there for the time being. Maybe we can counterattack from that location. I feel like the map opens up, so I am placing guys down here. I am bringing my 3-star back, though. I just noticed... Okay, Smoking Aces, yeah. You're my extra over here, so that's perfect. You'll be a little reserve. And then we have more reserves over here, so that is good to know. So we have Wolverines, Green Mountain. So we could put Green Mountain over here. Wolverines, Ironsides, Screaming Eagles. You guys could probably shift down here. And then have these two maybe shift down this way. And Smoking Aces could be protection down here just in case that map opens up. I don't know if it does. I didn't fully watch the videos by other YouTubers, but just get a... I generally put on Civil War stuff kind of in the background as sort of background noise while I do my hobby stuff. Which, speaking of which, just a shameless plug. If you guys join the Discord, it's been a little quiet lately, but I post every once in a while some of my hobby stuff, some other people post hobby stuff, and then of course, you know, pictures of food, cats, all the normal Discord stuff. And I've mentioned this before, that I do play some multiplayer games with some of my friends that have joined Discord, and that's a lot of fun. I enjoy that quite a lot. Oh, we have both our supply wagons here. That is rather interesting. We're going to put these two here. We're going to put Colonials here. We're going to put Vermont here. and we're going to fast forward because nothing is happening. And there's a good possibility that nothing will happen. We don't have to capture their objectives on this day, and I would rather not, even though we outnumber them. Not really sure what happens on this day per se, but I know that this can be like a 4-day battle, and there's all of these weird objectives here. There's many ways to win this. There's like tons of ores. Like at least one must be fulfilled. So we're holding all of that, and then we can hold like Turkey Hill, CSA left flank, things like that. So I'm not entirely sure which one of these is which at the moment. I wish you could like hover over it and it would say, alright, we need to fast forward badly. I'll probably cut a lot of this out until something interesting happens. Okay, so this is about to end. I should have looked at the time. It is the same day. It's late at night, and this battle's about to end. I took a peek over here. The remnants of their forces are over there. We outnumber them 2-1, but this is a mistake that I believe it was Ulysses S. Grant at this point made at Cold Harbor, where he assaulted, and just not needed. I mean, the Confederate forces well dug in, very much entrenched, and there's no point in rushing this. As I said, I believe this is like a 4-day battle. I'll have to look into it. So you can also see that they reinforced quite heavily. That's fine. We still outnumber them by, was that 28,000 men? They have a few more guns than us. But the objective of this is to hold our ground and then hit them where they're weak. But I'm going to separate these into probably different sections. So this is it for this battle. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first 2 engagements. Third engagement, sorry about that, but the Confederates went peek forward, and I was not willing to press the attack because we just didn't have enough men to hold our line and have a good attack on any of those fortifications. Those fortifications are really, really, really tough. So this is what our army looks like. I'll just give you a quick peek of it going into the next stage of the battle. I think it's in pretty good shape. I like where it is. Some units took a little bit of a beating, but they are more green units, and I'm perfectly fine with all of that. We did replace one general, so we've taken one. He was only wounded, not killed, so that's a bonus, but we did have to replace him. So that is it for today's episode. We'll have Cold Harbor Day 2 in the next episode. Maybe we'll see if we can do Day 2 and 3 on the same. I believe this is a 4-day battle. I don't want it to be 4 episodes, but I do want to keep these episodes kind of manageable for you guys, and also just because it takes a really long time to render and upload the ridiculously long episodes, and YouTube is struggling lately with their upload and rendering. I don't know if any other YouTubers out there have noticed this, but it is just taking forever to have your videos processed, which processed isn't anything on my side, it's on YouTube's side. But I upload all of my videos in 4K for those of you that are capable of watching in 4K, and it takes forever. It's absolutely crazy. Anyways, enough waffling. That is it for today's episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube jazz. Greatly helps out the channel, especially that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about this campaign and maybe what I should do on the next day of Cold Harbor. As always, guys, until next time.